right to your own country. Because if you don't feel people, if you find so we stand in solidarity with all people affected by their repression. No Beijing 2022. No to these genocide games. Free Tibet. Bird yellow.
Thank you very much, Eleanor, for sharing about the ongoing situation that Tibet and people are facing right now. Up next, I would like to invite a person from Scotland, Elisa, to give us a speech about the reason of us doing this event here in relation to Scotland's population.
Hi, I'm a mixed race Hong Kong British person, and today I want to address the UK locals and talk about why the CCP is a distraction to all of us. So the Chinese Communist Party has and continues to play a part of destruction to our culture, our history, our people, and our freedom. This is not a problem that is only isolated in the East, and I want to talk about why all of us here in the UK should support the diaspora and start talking about the threat to our freedom. Throughout our lives, the Chinese Communist Party has obliterated several millions of our people. They started with the total cultural erasure of Tibet, and then they began with what we now know as genocide against the Uyghurs. They constructed concentration camps to destroy any freedom of thought. And 2 years ago, their newest target became focused on eradicating all our basic human rights in Hong Kong. You may think that these problems are just regional conflicts in the East, but we can assure you that the CCP has influences in all corners of the world. In 2020, the CCP strengthened the strangulation of our basic human rights with the National Security Law, which stipulates that anyone who undermines the People's Republic of China will face 10 years to life imprisonment. The democratic way of life that we live here in the UK that allows freedom of speech, freedom of thought, freedom of press, and freedom of expression are the very things that are punishable by law at the hands of the CCP. British citizens have arbitrarily been imprisoned and tortured at the hands of the CCP, such as British citizen Peter Humphrey in 2015, Irishman Richard O'Halloran, Swedish citizen Stu Darlin, and Canadian Michael Colbrick are just some of the Westerners who have felt the wrath of the CCP. To anyone who still believes convincing that the CCP is a threat to our British life should know that British intelligence, MI5, has identified CCP agents and loyalists within our own government here in the UK. And on a personal note, as a British national descended from a British white woman, you would have thought that this protected us from the traumatic experiences that all of us have faced. Unfortunately, like many of us standing here today, I and my mother carry physical and psychological scars from what we assumed were peaceful protests. We can remember the sounds of police batons beating our own children. We remember the piercing sounds, of gunshots, and we remember the burning of our eyes and lungs with tear gas. The CCP are indiscriminate in their attacks on our freedom. Their domestic policies show that this is how they will act in their foreign policy. When you see that not happen in our lifetime, but it has. Our grandparents will want to keep the CCP out of taking over. Our parents stayed in Hong Kong believing the CCP lies that we would keep our freedoms, and now the next generation are facing a future where our identities, our culture, and our history are completely stripped from us. We fully understand that this is not a relatable topic at all for most, and it's really hard to grasp and imagine just how destructive the full force of the CCP is, but we know, generations of our family know, and we personally and generationally have felt the physical and psychological torture of the CCP. We can tell you that you don't want the CCP to gain any more power. So if you care about our lives and the future of your own country, support us by condemning China and boycotting the genocide games. Stand with Hong Kong, stand with Tibet, stand with Uyghurs, stand with Southern Mongolians, and stand with Taiwan. Thank you.
sometimes it makes us ask about the cost of maintaining a prosperous and peaceful society. The Chinese government has always insisted that they come with peace, and they want to create popularity with their ideologies and policies. And then we have to ask, at what cost? If the cost of maintaining a prosperous society is the imprisonment of hundreds of thousands of people, if the cost is leaving scars and ruins onto people's memories, and I would say this is a cost too overwhelming, too unjustified. Up next, we would like to invite a guest speaker from Manchester who has first-hand experience in the conflict with Chinese officials, who was involved in a conflict with Chinese patriots during one of the demonstrations. Welcome, David. So David was involved in the Manchester protest 3 weeks ago, exactly, let's say 3 weeks ago on the 9th of January. They were doing a human team activity right outside Chinatown, Manchester, and during that activity, there are two Chinese ladies came out from their duty shop and accused participants of human chain activities of obstructing their businesses and accusing the participants of threatening the idea of Hong Kong independence, regardless of the fact that the topic of the demonstration is actually supporting freedom of speech and freedom of publication. After a while, towards the end of the demonstration, those two Chinese ladies started to make some verbal arguments with the participants. David was one of the volunteers during that protest on that day, and there were about 500 people who participated in that event, so they needed a lot of volunteers. So David actually went to see what's going on with those two Chinese ladies. And unfortunately, those two Chinese ladies started filming, and the volunteers, including David, asked him to stop. Later on, those two Chinese ladies accused David of assaulting and with the intention of damaging personal properties, and they actually called the police to come over. And after a while, literally, police David detained. But just briefly, after that, police they actually checked the CCTV cameras on site right out of Chinatown. They found out that those two Chinese ladies was giving false testimony and that David was actually an innocent person. So he was believed that day. Manchester police has made an apology to David officially, saying that they made mistakes during their investigation after thorough investigations made to the security footage. They promised David that they're going to charge those two Chinese ladies within 24 hours for giving false testimony for accusing David of committing a crime that David place. 之後咧，中國外交部咧，呢場咧上咗英國政府私人，本來咧英國今次嘅事件咧，都俾中資嘅背景嘅僱主解決咗嘅。但係就呢件事咧，我以前咧都唔會懼怕嘅，我會繼續咧支持咧香港人咧爭取咧新聞自由同埋言論自由嘅，並且咧我向當日出席活動嘅港人啦表達由嘅宗旨嘅。香港人加油！ So that was not the end of David's encounter with the Chinese police, because David was working for a company that has Chinese capital coming in. His personal information was reported to the Chinese Foreign Affairs and to the Hong Kong Custom as well. So now he has a personal danger of actually going back to Hong Kong or traveling to China. Simply cannot go back because of risk of getting detained by the Chinese officials. Nonetheless, David has just told us that he will continue his support with the movements here in the UK about our cause, about solidarity with Hong Kong, with Tibet, and with the weaker people as well. He's never going to give up this fight, regardless of his personal struggles. Fight for freedom! 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 Thank you. Up China! Up China! Well, that was cool. Thank you. So a little bit about our rundown. We are going to continue with this silent protest standing protest, and then at 2:30 p.m. later on, we're gonna start marching to the Chinese Consulate General in Edinburgh. Once again, we thank you all for coming. You know, it's cold here, and there's a good chance that it is going to rain in the next couple of minutes, so just be aware, and we'll stay with you nonetheless. Thank you. I know how this.
Maybe we have you guys in this.
Here?
Hello.
Hi.
Hello. So, tell us about this event and why you joined.
Okay, so the meaning of this event is to boycott the 2022 Winter Olympic Games that's going to be hosted by the Chinese Communist government in Beijing. And the reason that we are doing this is because we are aware that while there are so many athletes working very hard to achieve their dreams in this very special occasion, on the other hand, there are also so many political prisoners, human rights activists, lawyers, and racial minorities being imprisoned in re-education camps and Xinjiang. And with these two things going on, simply cannot embrace one, choose to ignore the other. That's exactly the reason why we are hosting this event here today in Edinburgh, Scotland, to raise awareness, to voice our solidarity with those suffering in China right now.
So, what groups are there here today? What groups are here?
So this thing is co-organized by three organizations. So it's co-organized by Scottish Hong Kongers, by Democracy for Hong Kong in Scotland, and Tibet Solidarity.
And what do you hope this will achieve, having events like this?
Well, we've always believed that in order to spread our message wide, we have to really speak to people to make this entire experience delightful, to speak to them on a ground level. So we decided that it would be best for us to show ourselves in a very vivid ordered black and for an artwork so that people see immediately, they can make that connection of what they are seeing in those games, in those Olympic games. It's not just a sport to games. It's not as simple as that. It's also a tool, a propaganda, and a social engineering scheme to reaffirm the mandate rule of the Chinese Communist Party. That's the exact message we want to change.
So, you're marching to the Chinese consulate.
Yeah.
And why are you doing that? Why are you stopping at the Chinese consulate?
Well, it's because the tactics from the Chinese government is that they are trying to cast fear among all the people, that those who pose as threats, those who dare to speak the truth against the Chinese government, they're going to suffer political consequences.
有少少啱先就係咧，你係執到新聞嘅一個香港加油嘅一個歌手，咁我唔知係邊個嚟嘅。如果大家知道係自己嘅，就所謂大台攞翻啦，係。There are some things Hong Kong logos, maybe it's
sorry. Sorry about that. That's exactly why we are taking this fight to the Chinese officials directly. This time, we'll show them we are not running away, that we are not afraid anymore.
How do you feel about what do you feel about Xi Jinping holding the Olympics yourself?
What's happening? Myself, my feeling is mixed because for once I was an athlete myself back when I was younger, not anymore. I wasn't, I'm always supporting sporting events and athletes in general. I know their contributions. I know that kind of commitment made to make us really work to for their dreams. But I think there's a cost in everything we do in life. So if the cost of maintaining such a glorious event is the imprisonment of so many thousands of innocent people, then I would say this cost is definitely not justifiable. It has to be stopped.
And what do you think of the UK government's response to the Olympics?
Well, I think they're fine because they are not sending in officials, so that's already a very obvious stance against the Chinese government's policies against the racial minorities in China. But honestly, I don't know about what all of the athletes think, because to them this is going to be a historic moment. To them, this is going to be where they're going to make their dreams come true. That part I can understand. So for us, it's a little bit hard to address them, to maybe to convince them to the danger and the kind of message of them joining the Beijing Winter Games. That part we find is a little bit difficult.
How do you feel about what happened in Hong Kong? That's why you're from.
Hong Kong, it's like I said just now, it's a shadow of its former glory. Values that we cherish so much, those memories like freedom, prosperity, judicial independence were all gone because of the Chinese regime, because of the enforcement of their own set of laws instead of the one set by the British people back then. So, but physically, it is extremely hard for the civil society in Hong Kong to do anything against the Chinese government because they don't have, well, they do not have the police force, they don't have the military, they don't have the proper political tool to actually remove those who empower. Okay, they have so many of them just don't have choice but to leave their home and to come here to the UK looking for sanctuary.
How long? When did you leave?
Sorry?
When did you leave?
I was not leaving because of the political turmoil. I came here because I needed to study. So my story is a little bit different.
Thank you very much.
Yeah, it's good.
Right.
I'll just get mine. Hello there. Why are you joining this event?
So my name is Maggie Chapman. I'm one of the Scottish Marine MSTs, and I'm here to express my party solidarity and to say that we are here to do whatever we can to show solidarity with people fighting against the Chinese abuses in Hong Kong, in Taiwan, in Southern Mongolia, in the Uyghur region. We know that the boycott that is being called for today, that we support, boycott is one way of getting the message about the abuses, the genocide that is happening. It's one way of getting that message out. So it's really, really important to be here to show solidarity and to say that we need change. We need real progress in human rights, but by the Chinese government. What we've seen since the 2008 Summer Olympics, when they promised to change things, we've seen exactly the opposite. We've seen genocide, we've seen people held, we've seen people tortured, raped, disappeared and murdered, and those abuses have to stop. I think there's something really, really powerful about boycott. We know that global boycotts work. We just need to look at what happened to apartheid South Africa to understand the real power of when the global community comes together and says no, how that can change things. So that's a really, really important thing. But we need our national governments to step up. We need the UK government to be making noises about the human rights abuses that the Chinese state is responsible for. So we gathered here, and then people who are able will go up to the Chinese consulate, again, just to be very, very clear, to show them that there is support for change, that we are demanding change, we are fighting for freedom for the people of Hong Kong, for the people of Tibet, and for others who are suffering persecution at the hands of the Chinese government. I think the UK government, as the state government of this country, has to do more, and the Scottish government needs to step up and lend its voice to calls for change, calls for the cessation of the human rights abuses, of the re-education camps, of the genocide that's happening.
Allá. Ahí está la fiesta de la hora.
是记得是。
Which way is it going?
Oh, good.
I just followed. Yeah,
So,
Hello.
hello. So, tell us why you joined this event.
As we think, the human rights is an important element of Olympic Games. If the China government cannot provide human rights in Japan, in Vegas, in Australia, in Hong Kong, or many places in China, they don't deserve to hold the Olympic Games. And it's a shame that he can hold the Olympic Games. So we stand up and ask the people to don't buy these products and don't watch it. This is our purpose.
So, when you say don't buy these products,
Yeah.
what products?
The winter, the products related with the China Winter Olympics.
So, today, what are you doing after you stand here? Where will you go?
We were marching to the Council General of China.
Tell me why you're going to do that.
Because we want the world know what happened we are doing. As we think, the Council General of China is a good place to tell the world what we are fighting for and what we are asking for. It's asking for China government to give us human rights and freedom space. The people who want to pray. What I ask for freedom. Yeah.
So, how do you feel about the Chinese government?
They're probably against her. They're against her. They're all against her. Sorry, I can't use bad words, but they're all against her. They're not. They're not. Really.
The human rights. How do you feel about the human rights?
I think human rights. The thing is, which giving us when we are born, which like what we are thinking, what we want to say, and what who do we want to vote, and we think this is human rights, and no one can remove it. Yeah. Is this okay?
That's right.
I'm sorry, my English is really bad.
我哋跟住呢個路。
Why have you joined this event today? What should I say? Because for the time being, China, actually this is not really China, it's the Communist Party in China, which is the only political party in China. What they have been doing to not only Hong Kong, not even only Tibet, but the whole world, they are so mean and so unreasonable and so brutal to us. So, as I know, and this is to say no to Beijing. So that's why I'm coming.
So what's important about this event? What is this event here?
I think this is to let people know that how bad China is for the time being. So I think it is a definitely important at least those ones like us, we are victims from Hong Kong. We need to let everybody know about this.
Chinese Communist Party holding
What like in Express has already told me people that I mean, the kids, see them bring not with them. So this is something that how bad the Chinese government is doing to the players. So they are monitoring. I mean, China is monitoring everybody. So it's so bad to everyone. The games. Okay, thank you.
Fight for freedom! Fight for freedom! Never sit back! Free Hong Kong! Free Japan! Free Uyghurs! Free South Korea!
Yeah, it seems yeah, it's really, yeah, full production, yeah.
Traffic light. Here, all here, see, this is the United States. All here, see, this is America.
All right, no game.